Hello, my Cancer darlings, and welcome back to the Blulady Tarot channel. Welcome to the family. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for all of my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So, Cancers, what messages do we have for you today? Okay. So Cancers, from what I am seeing, is that you are Cancers, what I want to first come out by saying is I want to commend you for your bravery at this time, because what I'm seeing here is that you would have traveled along a road where you may have not been certain what the outcome would have been, but nevertheless you still went ahead and you did it. And so I want to commend you for your bravery and your courage. Now, because you have thrown caution to the wind, so to speak, I am getting that this has opened up a new chapter for you emotionally. You would have gained a lot of emotional maturity based on a previous situation that you may have been in. It could be a relationship for some of you. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I am getting the sense that you took a chance on yourself. Now, with the Seven of Swords, I get the sense that you could have been in a situation where someone was envious or jealous of you, and they saw a light in you, and in seeing that light in you, they wanted to take that away from you. Someone who could come off as very deceitful, not transparent, someone untrustworthy, right? Let's pull some more cards. Let's try to figure out who this person is, right? But like I said, I commend you for your bravery in the situation, because not everyone is willing to take a bet on themselves. And that's exactly what you did. You took a bet on yourself, whether it be love, life, relationship. You took the gamble on yourself. Not too many people can say that in life they would have done that, right? You have the Hierophant coming out, Cancers. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that before whatever journey this was that you embarked upon, you would have consulted with a higher level being. Some of you may have consulted a spiritual teacher prior to taking this particular route, and it's not like you just jumped into it. It was something that perhaps you may have been considering for some time, and you would have sought the necessary resources, be it seeking advice, seeking counsel, doing research. You would have done the homework necessary for you to embark upon this new journey of yours, right? And even though the road wasn't always smooth. You have passed a particular point of treachery, so that is behind you now. And with that, you are continuing to move forward. But there is someone in your energy that does strike me as being someone that is deceitful. There's an energy present, and it isn't your energy, it's someone else. But this person wanted to perhaps slow you down in some way, flatten your tires, create a delay. But the saying is access delayed is not access denied. And so, although they may have attempted to slow you down in some way, their attempts were fruitless, right? Because you did the homework. It wasn't something that you woke up one morning and said, hey, I'm going to take a chance on myself with starting a new business, or take a chance with myself in terms of getting into a connection. You trusted yourself even without knowing what the outcome would be. And so kudos to you, Cancers. Let's see. Yes, and because of your bravery, I get the sense that you will soon be awarded for this. Someone is coming in to bring you a very significant gift. And I'm getting the sense that it is something that would allow you to take off even further. Maybe some of you in the next few days, few weeks, will receive the money that you would have been waiting for, the money that you would have been praying for, that could potentially be coming in the foreseeable future. And for others, you may just be receiving the gift of enlightenment, right? And so that should be your confirmation to say that the chance that you take on yourself was not in vain. Okay? Right. So this card wants to pop out. This is the 10 of Pentacles. You are coming into your own Cancers. And with that, you do have a support team. I'm getting the sense that the support team is a support team of ancestors, not necessarily people in the physical, because you may have had to go on journeys a lot of the time by yourself. A lot of the things that you would have encountered and experienced, you were in such a predicament where you necessarily may have not had a support system. Well, I am saying to you, Cancers, that I'm seeing that it's like your soul tribe. And your soul tribe doesn't have to be family by blood, right? But this is a soul tribe that will come in to assist you to carry you to a new level, right? A new level of prosperity, a new level of abundance, a new level of comfort and security. And so you need not worry so much so about how things will play out. Spirit is telling me to tell you to continue doing what you have been doing for this time. Okay, Cancers? So, let me see. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Cancers? Blocked spam calls, okay. This card is popping out. Firestorm. Oh, so we have two cards coming out. We have Ashamed and we have Thug. So, Cancers, what I am sensing is that along your journey, right, you may have encountered someone that provided you perhaps with some sort of comfort, whether it may have been emotionally, mentally, but this was not destined to last for a very long time. It was something that was placed on your path at that time to assist you with your ascension, right? This person could have been the exact opposite from you, because what I'm sensing is a calm, you know, free spirited energy coming from my Cancers. And whoever would have came into your life since taking this journey could be considered somewhat of an opposite, right? But not an opposite in terms that it is like distinctly opposite. There may have been some similarities that you have shared, but the way that you would go about doing things was different, right? But what I'm also seeing, Cancers, is that this person values system was different from yours, and it would eventually come to a head where you would bump, right? You would bump heads, so to speak, and that would have caused a series of events to occur where you and this person, or perhaps you may have not find yourself to be in alignment with this person anymore, right? They may have done something to you, Cancers, that they felt ashamed of, because they could see the pure light in you, right? And it wasn't something that they felt ashamed about immediately. I think as time went on and as they sat back and they saw how you moved, and perhaps you didn't respond the way that they wanted you to respond in that particular situation, they were ashamed of their actions. It's almost like I get the sense that perhaps you were holding up a mirror to this person, and even though there may have been similarities, or they may have seen themselves in you, they realize that you and them were different. And they won't say this to you, mind you, Cancers, but eventually they sat down and they marinated on it for a while, and they came to a conclusion that, you know, the way that you did things were different from the way that they did things. I'm getting a lot of dark energy, and that's not to say bad energy, but it's just that you were perhaps on the different end of the scale in terms of polarity. You may have been more light, and this person may have been more dark, and together you may have come to the middle, but on your own, there were things that just didn't align. Um, Perhaps this person was trying to block you, block your blessings. You know, perhaps you may have been in a situation where anytime that you may have had a disagreement with this person, they may have blocked you on their phone, and it shows the level of emotional intelligence of theirs. And that's not to say that they were someone that was emotionally intelligent. It's just that on the scale, your emotional intelligence was different than theirs, right? And so I get the sense that this person could have been a hothead. You know, any little thing would cause them to go off unnecessarily and unreasonably. But it brought in a lot of chaos and drama, something that you didn't necessarily want, but it was something perhaps that was placed in your way to make you a lot stronger, to elevate you, to ascend you into whatever it is that you were meant to be doing, your calling, so to speak. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm getting the sense that some of you may have left this person behind. You may have been dealing with this person for some time. Perhaps you two may have agreed that you would begin this journey together, and I'm getting a journey of spiritual enlightenment, sorry, but along the way you may have seen, you may have began to see the red flags in them that they may have not necessarily been addressing on their own. Because what I'm feeling, Cancers, is that once you set foot on this path, you were very determined to elevate yourself, heal yourself. Some of you may be highly spiritually gifted. And to be coupled with this particular individual, I get the sense that you could have been working on themselves. And mind you, they may have been working on themselves as well, but they were operating highly in their south node and may have not been as dedicated to working on themselves. What I'm hearing is they may have not necessarily been working as diligently to dig themselves out of their own ditch, right? They were comfortable there. And after some time, you were just not comfortable with it anymore. And so it you were faced with the decision of whether to continue on this path with this individual despite the agreement that y'all made to like embark upon this path together, versus, you know, midway you now having to continue on solo, right? Let's see. What else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, so this particular individual that you may have embarked upon this journey with at the onset, they had the front row seat of seeing your elevation, right? And I'm getting the sense that although you and them were different, you shared certain similarities. However, seeing you grow, seeing you elevate, seeing you remain dedicated to your particular path, it perhaps placed some pressure on them where they brought in a lot of anxious energy into your connection. And that anxiousness resulted in a self-imposed pressure that they placed on themselves, right? So one day you and this person may have been okay, things were going good, things were fluid, but then you would have found yourself on other days witnessing a different side of them, right? What I'm hearing is like the two-headed monster. So one day you up this person, the next day you at this person, but it was all because of them viewing you on your journey and on your path. I get the sense that you remained true in what you were doing while they may have been inconsistent and fluctuated back and forth. And perhaps one of you may have, you know, had some coping mechanism that came up, whether, with some addictive habit where you drank or you smoke, but to ease the pressure, to ease the tension, that was just the medicine that was distributed at the time. Some of them may have just turned to the bottle. Now, I also want to pull more about this energy. Let's see. Let's see. This card is willing to come out, but it's single. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This person came on your path to teach you a lesson. Mind you, you could have been someone who enjoyed their company and enjoyed their presence. Maybe you felt like to have company at the onset of this journey was comforting to you, right? Because certain things can be a bit frightening at the onset, and we can sometimes tend to gravitate towards people who we perceive to also be on that same path, notwithstanding their intentions could perhaps be different than yours, right? But even though you may have enjoyed your company, I get the sense that you are someone that enjoyed your company, your own company, a lot more, right? So yes, they may have added certain things to your life, but it's not as though you were highly dependent on their presence. It was something that you always knew that you may have had to embark upon alone. And, the light worker in you wanted to bring this person along. And sometimes, Cancers, we can be very nurturing and caring and have this attitude of wanting to save everybody around us, but sometimes that's not always achievable. And what I'm hearing is that we sometimes have to meet people where they are and allow them to be who they are. And that may have taken some time for you to accept, but you did eventually reach to that place where you said, you know what, I am going to accept who this individual is, and it seems as though I'm going to have to finish the remainder of the legs of this path without them, right? So let's see. I won't be surprised if so a lot came along at once. I won't be surprised if the Hangman comes out. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers, right? Yeah, it's exactly what I was saying, Cancer. So just so you could see, it's like the Lovers, right? It's the Lovers. I don't want to show the photo But you had an opportunity, or you will be receiving an opportunity that is brought your way by Spirit, right? Spirit is seeing how hard you would have worked to be where you are now presently. I'm hearing your work didn't go in vain. And so there will be something that comes up that will offer uh, a new opportunity for you, a new financial opportunity for you. Um, Perhaps this person was a person that may have been destined to begin this journey with you, but it could be a situation where you are actually putting yourself in the position now to meet your person. And I'm seeing that this is something orchestrated by Spirit, right? With the angel above. This is something that is destined. Like, no one could stop this or alter it. And even if they attempt to, they are going to be met with, you know, universal karmic lessons for interfering in what the universe has destined for you. Okay? So I am seeing prosperity and abundance as a reward for your courage and your bravery. Some of you may even be moving to another place for this particular career opportunity. Okay, let's see. This is a lot. Okay, I'm accepted, right? So we have getting readings, secret accounts, spiritual gifts, and drinking. This is what I'm saying. Did I not say that this is a journey of awakening? Some of you, some of your spiritual gifts are coming online, and you may have started this journey with this particular individual. And what I am hearing as well is that some of you may have started this at the onset of the pandemic where everything kind of went silent, because that was a period where a lot of people, if they hadn't began their spiritual awakening journey just yet, the world stopped and it made them look at themselves. And it was at that time that many of you would have made the decision to delve deeper into yourself, right? Now, some of you could be tarot readers, but for the others, I'm getting the sense that whomever you were connected to were getting readings on you. And the readings didn't lie. They knew exactly who you were, probably even before you had awakened and knew who you were, right? Some of them could be stalking you at this time. Definitely, you see here where I say coping, so that confirms that, you know, there may be some addictive behaviors that have surfaced for this individual since you would have decided to choose yourself. You know, I'm getting that this was a journey about self and being comfortable with choosing self. And that's not to say that you're a selfish person. It catches you're very nurturing, you're very giving. Like I said earlier, you're always someone who wants to kind of bring people along with you on these types of journeys. But this particular journey perhaps was one where you were being tested to choose yourself over others. You do so much for people already, and sometimes you just have to do certain things for yourself. You have to fill your own cup as opposed to filling up everybody else's cup, because what happens then is once you would have filled up everybody else's cup, there is nothing left for you. And so I'm hearing that this was a journey of self-discovery, self-actualization, self-perseverance, self-determination. Self just is a, a dominant theme that is coming to me right now, right? So let's see. Memories, yeah. They're remembering the time that they would have, you probably may have made the agreement to embark upon this journey with them. And that's why I do believe that it could perhaps be a romantic connection. What else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, side hustle. You on your grind now. And romance. So yeah, it confirms what I was saying about Spirit bringing together you and someone, perhaps, because you had to go through this cancer to learn how to be okay with being yourself, to be okay with loving yourself. You had to know thyself in order to be true. And perhaps before that, you may have been stuck in societal norms of what you should be doing, but that wasn't the path. The path for the society wasn't the path for you. You had your own path to go down and embark upon and learn about yourself, right? And so, it's leading you. Spirit is leading you to where you need to be. Trust the universe. Sometimes you may not quite understand why you were doing certain things, but like I said, this is a journey of self. This is a journey of self and becoming comfortable with that. I just want to pull a card from my homemade deck. Let's see. So we have the third eye chakra and feet. What did I say? This, sometimes you have to go through the trenches to come out shining even brighter. And it has strengthened your intuitive muscle, taking this bet on yourself. Some of you may want to read into the third eye chakra, what balances it, what throws it off, what you can do to restore balance in this particular area, because the third eye chakra is right between the eyes. It's like your third eye, but that has opened and you are now on this wavelength where you are trusting more of your gut. That gut feeling that you have, you're learning to trust it a lot more. It wasn't something that you always trusted before. It took some time for you to get to this place, but you're rising, you're elevating, you're growing. And like I said, that was the dominant theme for this particular journey that you would have embarked upon, knowing thyself. Okay, so with that, Cancers, I am going to pull an affirmation card for you. Let me just get this deck. Let's see. It says best version. Every day I am growing into my full potential. Did I not say that? Therefore, I am becoming more intrinsically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenge coming my way. At this moment, I am the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. Let me pull another card. Water cycles what comes up. Right? It says, like the earth, I am made of water, flowing through my veins, just like the rain that falls down, only to be carried back up. My body, too, is a cycle. Every sip revitalizes me and brings me a sense of gratefulness. So I am certainly getting the sense that Cancers, you are breaking a cycle of putting others before yourself. Sometimes being selfish is the best form of self-love that you can give yourself, especially if you're a person that is more on the selfless scale of the polarity. I mean, in terms of polarity, sorry, but this was definitely one where you are discovering exactly who you are. You may have had many fails along the way, but at the same time, there are also wins. So don't be too hard on yourself for the failures that you may have encountered in life. We all have those, and those are the things that definitely make us a lot stronger and a lot wiser, right? I want to also pull from my empowerment deck. The power of Yang. I am controlling my future. I am a person who takes action with intention. I endure difficulty and strength, knowing that the result of perseverance is success. Like the sun, I radiate confidence as success is pulled into my orbit. I will be victorious based on my merit, not the whims of chance. And so, Cancers, what I would say here is continue to trust in thyself, continue to exercise your intuitive muscle. And, I think that I feel as though at the end of this particular journey, you will be rewarded with even then some more, and even then some of what you would have lost along this journey of discovering yourself. And so, Cancers, I hope that you would have enjoyed this message. Continue to be great, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.